What is up, guys, gals, and mystery pals? My name is XFox1, and welcome back to some more Dragon Age Origins. Last we left off, we finally managed to make it into the castle of Redcliffe to see what was going on. And it turns out that the Arlessa Isolde, her son is actually behind it all. It turns out that he possesses magical abilities, aka he's a mage, and he is now possessed by a demon, thus making him an abomination. Now, under normal circumstances, when a mage becomes possessed, you're supposed to slay the mage in order to destroy the demon, in order to destroy the demon. But this is a bit of a different circumstance. See, John explained to us that the demon isn't exactly physically possessing him, that the demon is only influencing him through the Fade. And if they can send a mage into the Fade, they can destroy the demon without harming the child. The only issue is, how are they going to send someone into the Fade? Because only mages can physically get there. And Jonwin presented us with two options. Option A: we sacrifice Isolde and perform a blood ritual to send one of our mages into the Fade. Now, obviously, that's a really bad option, and I would not recommend doing it, but it is the quickest direct route to it, since we already have a mage with us who can do it. And option B: lyrium. Lots and lots of lyrium. And the only way to get this lyrium is to have the mages on our side. Well, luckily for us, we've already been to the mage's tower. Oh, excuse me. We've already been to the Mage's Tower, and we've already situated them to where they can actually offer us some aid. And that is what we shall do. Alright, I think we're going to make a pit stop to camp just to check in with the party members real quick. Alright, we're going to talk to the party members real quick, because we've been through a lot. You know, we saved Redcliffe, at least for the time being, but we still need to save Connor. So, Alistair is actually from Redcliffe. He grew up a little bit in the castle.
Something on your mind?
I have a few questions. Oh, that's right. He also, when we arrived to Redcliffe, he also explained to us that he's actually the heir to the throne. That King Kalen, the father of or late King, God, what was his name? Sorry, King Kalen is his half brother. It was King Maverick who was Alistair's father. So Alistair and King Kalen are half brothers. And technically speaking, Alistair should be next in line for the throne. And he kept that a secret from us. Why did you keep your birthright a secret?
You never asked?
Did you not trust me? I thought we were friends.
Friends. I didn't mean to. It wasn't supposed to. Oh, let me explain. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
I guess I can understand that.
I should have told you, anyway. It was important for you to know. I guess part of me liked you not knowing.
Why? What would happen when people find out?
They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
It doesn't sound stupid at
For
all.
all the good it does me, my blood seems certain to haunt me no matter what I do. I guess I should be thankful that Al Eamon is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's alright. I hope he's alright. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. I guess I was just hoping that you would like me for who I am. It was a dumb thing to do.
I do like you, and not because of your blood.
Oh, Oh. You see, I didn't know that. I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
Approval plus 2. Hmm. Care to answer some questions?
All right, but I get to stare at you luridly while you do so.
Why did you want to leave the Crows exactly?
Now, I imagine that's a very fair question. Being an assassin, after all, is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So, if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it?
You didn't choose to join the Crows?
To be truthful, I didn't even know the Crows existed when I joined them. I was but a boy of 7 when I was purchased. For 3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which is a good price, considering I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a dagger from the pointy end. The Crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder. And if you do poorly in your training, you die.
And that system works?
Of course. You compete against your fellow assassins, and those who survive are rightfully proud of it. In Antiva, being a crow gets you respect. It gets you wealth, gets you women, and men, or whatever it is you might fancy. But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining.
So what is it you fancy, exactly?
At the moment, I happen to fancy you. Which is handy, as I happen to be following you about the countryside. That is, of course, presuming you don't decide to kill me at some point. It spoils the mood, I'm told. As for what I'll do in the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Far away from Antiva, of course. For now, naturally, I go where you go.
I'm happy to have you along.
Here I am, happy to be had. Isn't it wonderful how things work out that way? Come now, enough chit-chat. Talking about the crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so.
Zevran. I love him. Hello, Liliana. I'd like to talk to you about something.
What's on your mind?
Why did you decide to come to
My mother
Ferelden?
was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
What happened to your mother?
Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
Do you remember nothing of your mother?
Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andrastis Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
Andraste's grace, you say? Well, Liliana, it turns out I happen to have two of them exact.
Flowers? Oh, thank you. They're very pretty.
Smell
These
them.
were her favorite. I haven't seen these in such a long time. They smell just like Mother used to. Thank you. Thank you so much for remembering.
Liliana's a peach. A sweet little peach.
You are not quite as callow as I thought. That is unexpected.
Thanks, I guess? So, will you tell me now why you were
Caged
caged?
myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
Are you saying you put yourself in that
I know that
cage?
my failures were my own. I told you before that I was sent here. I was not sent alone. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
That sounds like what happened to me at
I
Ostagar.
heard the stories of Ostagar. Your kith stood their ground when others fled. No one can do more than that. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
What did you
I
do?
searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
And
I
then?
killed them. With my bare hands. I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
That's
I
terrible.
cannot justify what I have done. My honor is forfeit. That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Couldn't you search for it?
If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now.
Where did you fight the
Near
Darkspawn?
Lake Calenhad.
Don't worry. We'll find
Perhaps
it.
those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
Alright, and now we have Sten's personal quest. Alright, it's Shale's turn.
I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I have decided that it is not much like any of them.
That's super. Thanks, Shale.
Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
There's a backhanded compliment in there somewhere.
Nonsense. It can imagine my surprise discovering such a thing was possible from a creature so soft. But there it is. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
And we wouldn't want that.
Indeed. Can it imagine the horror? Oh. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
I love you, Shell. And will we finally get Morgan's quest, or do I have to start at my
What
own?
do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you
If
something.
must.
Is there anything that can be done for a possessed
Is the
mage?
child abomination you speak of from the haunted castle? If what you seek is to remove the demon from the child without harming the child, there is a way indeed. There is a connection between the child and the demon, one which can be followed to the demon's true form within the Fade. There, the demon can be battled directly. Only a mage may enter the Fade. It requires lyrium and a group of mages to cast the ritual, neither of which we have, yes? And had we those things, it would still fall on one mage alone to defeat the demon. No simple task, but there you have it.
Well, thank you, Morgan, I think. She's always super helpful. Alright, and now we gotta speak to
I
Win.
must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
I suppose it's all about killing as many Darkspawn as possible.
There's that, of course. But there's more to being a Grey Warden than killing Darkspawn and saving the world from the Blight.
You mean to say I serve as a protector?
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men. And you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serves, not they.
I will keep that in
A good
mind.
king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant.
So, in a way, having power confines you.
If you live apart from others and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become. Today, stop before I wear out my welcome.
When the ever wise insight. Alright. And let's talk to Fenharal.
Dog is filthy. I can smell him 50 yards off.
Good. He will fell our enemies with his stench.
That may be so, but all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him.
All of these are perfect. Bathe? Can't you just wave your staff and make him clean?
That's not what magic is used for. Just make him sleep over on the other side of the camp. With Alistair. With any luck, that will keep all the stench confined to one small area.
Oh, Win can dish it. She can dish it. Oh, I love you, Win.
Yes.
Let's take Zephron and actually not you, Alistair,
Yes.
because we're going somewhere. We are going to Lake. We can go to the Circles Tower, but we'll go to Lake Callahan. Decided to take the long route, apparently. And ambush.
Never any shortage of these ones.
Ooh, Darkspawn. I'm gonna die. We're gonna die. Yeah, we died. Oh, I haven't done my kill count in a while. Yay! So that's another one. Alright, let's see what that makes it. That's bad as I still have it written down. Somewhere in this bloody book. Ah, there it is. Alright. Our last number was 16, so this is number 17. Yay! Are you serious? You're joking. There wasn't even an autosave before leaving camp? Yep, still gonna get ambushed.
The sound this darkspawn makes gives me the shivers.
Look now. Trap. So simple to see, really. Look now. Yes. Going. Come on. Going. Yes. Take that. Going. Yes. Come on. Ah! Going. How amusing!
God damn it. And that's 18. And we still get ambushed.
Will you stop eating?
Leave skillfully and evade their clueless traps.
Trap. So simple to see, really. Don't look now. Trap. So simple to see, really. Don't look now.
Out of all the ambushes, that was probably the best one to get. Of course, I kind of miss out on experience for not killing them.
I didn't think it was possible. I thought we'd all die here. I'm sure you need supplies after that, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna sell these daggers because I don't need them. I'm gonna sell that. Might keep that and actually give it to one of my companions. Because if I'm not mistaken, steel is 3rd tier. Oh, that's a 5th tier. Excuse me. Hardened. I already have hardened leather, so that's not really useful. Remarkable malachite. Malachite. I wonder if I give that to either Shale. What would I give that to? We're gonna sell the werewolf skins. Fancy vase. All these shiny little trinkets. I'm gonna keep some of them because they will be useful later on. But right now, they really are not. Don't suppose Liliana needs. Yeah, no, she's good too. So we're good. Alright, first enchanter.
Come back, friend. You'll be glad to learn that the circle is well on its way to recovery.
Can the circle go to Redcliffe to save a possessed child?
The child is possessed, but killing the demon would mean killing the... Unless you intend to enter the Fade. Yes, it can be done with a group of mages. I shall gather what mages I can, and we shall leave promptly. A life is at stake.
Now, if only that magically teleported us with them. And we're gonna go to Redcliffe Castle. Please don't get ambushed. Why do I say these things?
Never any shortage of these ones. And I'm off.
I think Liliana's singing the proper song. Oh, she is singing the proper song. You see, the fight with the Redcliffe Village fight could have gone so much different, Liliana. Could have gone just like this. If you had just sang that damn song. But no, you had to sing the other one.
Our tribe fights for you, Warden.
Anan Antishan, my friend.
Our tribe fights for you, Warden. Our tribe fights for you, Warden.
Oh, we lost a few. You win some, you lose some.
have brought lyrium and begun preparations for the ritual. We can start any time.
So only one person can go through?
Yes. We haven't sufficient lyrium at present to send more than one mage into the Fade.
Do you have any last-minute advice?
It truly depends on the manner of demon. It sounds like a spirit of greed and desire, one of the more powerful in the hierarchy. It will likely engage you in dialogue and tempt you with an offer. Avoid it. Making deals with demons never turns out well.
Let's do this now.
Very well. Who will go into the Fade?
Alright, so at this part, we can only send mages into the Fade. And we can do Morgan, Jowen, surprisingly, can also go into the Fade. Which I don't really recommend. I mean, yes, it's a way to... I usually like doing this as a way to, like, if I'm playing as a mage origin, as a way to redeem himself a little bit, but there's really no point in it. Then there's Wynn, who I would kind of recommend, but she's more of a healer and a support mage, so sending her in will be bad. And surprisingly, you can actually ask Irvin to go, which would be really good because he's actually very powerful. But I think, even though I hate this, we're probably going to send in Morgan because she has funny dialogue.
Let's begin forthwith.
Oh, I'm going to regret this. And I'm glad Liliana approves. Alright, Morgan, honey, I don't think we've actually took a look at any of your spells. Well, you have Cone of Cold, yes please. You have Walking Bomb, yes please. Gonna substitute for that. So you have some pretty decent spells. Nothing to exactly sneeze at, but you know, decent none the same.
Is that you, Connor? I can hear you. I'm coming.
Father! Where are you?
Is anyone out there? Hello?
We seem to be surrounded by...
So cold. I want to go home.
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. You there? Have you seen my son? I can hear him, but I cannot find him. This blasted fog has me turning in circles.
Let's try to get
This
through.
is the Fade. Your kind cannot navigate it any more than you could navigate a dream.
I don't understand. Where is my Connor?
I will find him for you, since I foolishly gave my word that I would. Leave me to it.
No. No, you're trying to lead me astray. I do not believe you. Connor! Connor, where are you?
Since I foolishly gave my word that I would. I love Morgan. Oh, Morgan, darling, you are... you are too much. Oh,
Who are you? Are you the one that made Father ill? Tell me now.
be nice.
Shoo! Run along and play. Or whatever.
No! You're here to hurt Father. I know it. I won't let you.
Let's dance, Titosaurus.
I shall do it. So be it. Very well. I shall do it.
Alright, Alright, so Morgan can still hold her own. I do kind of wish she had more area of effect spells, but what she has is enough. What she has is enough. It should be enough. I hope. Ah, I hate the fade.
You're the one making father sick.
Believe that if you want to.
You can't stop me.
Hi, Connor.
Why do you keep hurting me? Why are you trying to stop me?
Enough of these games. Give me what I want.
Trespasser! I will drive you out!
And that's where this Cone of Cold will be useful. Can I get them both in?
It's your time to die.
Okay, maybe I'm probably gonna, because I know the last boss fight is gonna be.
You have to get out! I'll stop you! I will! Please forgive me.
Shoo, run along and play, or whatever.
I'll help him! You can't stop me!
Again, I just love Morgan's dialogue. Oh, wow. The fade looks
Father
amazing.
wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere?
Why do you speak through illusions? Come, let us converse.
No. It is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
I shall do it.
Again,
As you wish. I shall do it.
just allowing my spells to reload. And let's go. Alright, this should be the last time. Yep. It's the final countdown. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. I'm praying that it won't be that bad.
Very well. No more illusions. Now we meet face to face. You see my true form, and stand in my domain. It is here I am most powerful. And yet I have no wish to engage your power, nor should you be so eager to engage mine. Perhaps we should converse instead?
So, in this part, you actually kinda can betray Connor, but the only way to really converse fully with the demon is if you are a mage yourself, and you can actually strike a deal with the demon. The demon can grant you gold, can grant you power, and when I say grant you power, I mean they teach you the specialization blood magic. You know, which it is kind of powerful, but I personally do not like it, based off of a roleplay perspective. They can also offer you pleasure. I'll let you interpret what I mean by that. But no, we're gonna force a final confrontation.
You take me for a fool. I know better than to bargain with your kind.
Alas, that is sad. Very well then. If you wish a battle, you will have it. Let us see if your power matches your boldness, creature.
I see. Too easy. As you wish. I shall do it. So be it. As you wish. Very well.
That's the one part that I hate.
I see.
Eeny meeny, I pick you. Damn it. I pick you. I pick you. Oh, you fucking... Well, thank you for being kind enough to, you know...
So be it.
Run while you can.
Oh, this should be good.
Take this. Love of cheese. Fucking die. Surprisingly, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I don't know why I was dreading this. Haha. And the nightmare is finally over. The townspeople mourn the loss as they each try to rebuild. But what becomes of the Arl? So when it comes to getting the best possible ending, saving Connor was one of...
Connor is his old self. He does not seem to remember anything, which is a blessing. I suppose we will need to send him to the Circle of Magi's tower for training, once the war is over. It's so odd to think of the boy as a mage, of all things. Eamon has much to mourn and rebuild should he recover. But at least he could be thankful that both his son and wife are safe.
I owe you my deepest thanks. I can scarcely believe Connor is the boy he once was.
There is still the matter of Jowan. His poisoning Eamon began this whole mess, yet he lives. I must decide what becomes of him. We will hold him for Eamon to decide his fate. If he doesn't recover, Jowan's fate is sealed. What do you think?
What do you want? Why do you want my
You
opinion?
spoke with him, have you not? You know what he has done better than I do, even.
Would you find him useful?
I would not trust him, but I would not presume to tell my brother what to do.
I don't think it's your decision to make.
He is responsible for many of the problems here, and is a Maleficar as well.
Exactly. He has the Circle of Magi's responsibility.
Perhaps you are correct. But that is Eamon's decision, not mine. I'm sorry. Jowan stays in the dungeon for now. But our task is not done yet. Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life, but he remains comatose. We cannot wake him.
The urn. The urn of sacred ashes will save Eamon.
The urn is a legend. It might never be found.
That is a possibility. But there is a reason it's still an option. I am not simply grasping at straws.
My husband funded the research of a scholar in Deneran, a brother Genetivi. He has been studying the inscriptions on Andraste's birth rock. When Eamon fell ill, I sent the knights to speak to Genetivi. I hoped that he had finally discovered the location of the urn of sacred ashes itself. They were unable to locate Genetivi. In desperation, I sent more knights in search of the brother, or some clue of the urn's location.
I will see if I can find this relic.
No one else can. Even if I wish to do it myself, I cannot abandon Redcliffe to its own devices. Perhaps you could seek out the brother's home in Denerim and see if any clues remain on his whereabouts. It is the only place to begin the search, I think. I must go to the hall and begin rebuilding. I wish you luck, and may the Maker go with you.
Oh, we got a level up. Well, I'd say I need to put a lot more points in my constitution for health, which would be nice. And I think dexterity is the one that I want. Yep. And then finally I can get feigned death. I really need to get these. Oh, requires level 14. I need to get these. 36 dexterity and master of combat training. Oh, I need to get these. No wonder I'm... Alright. Well, before we say goodbye, I am going to raid the castle. Because it's now safe to do so. If you tried loading the castle before Connor is cured, demons and other things will attack you, and Connor himself will attack you, forcing you to do the option to kill him. And that is one of the worst endings you can get.
You're the one who saved me.
Actually, it was Morgan.
I guess I owe her thanks. Father always said to remember to thank people who do nice things for you. I hope Father gets better soon. He will, won't he?
That is what we'll try. Bless me. Stone dragon statue. Journal of the Tranquil.
And done.
Yep. Don't mind me, people. I'm just raiding your shit. I'm not sure if we're finished taking everything. Ooh, vault? Haha. I'll take that. I'll take these. I'll take these. Probably put some good use to it. Most likely just sell it. Alright. It's a big castle. And I think that was everything up here. Yeah, there's Connor's room. Yeah, there's nowhere else. Okay, so now we're gonna go down to the main floor.
It will take years to sort out the castle properly.
Yeah, I think these statues come to life if Connor's still possessed. And they attack you. You can find a lot of gifts in this castle. Alistair's mother's amulet. Because if we remember correctly, Alistair told us that his mother, or that he had an amulet that belonged to his mother. And on the night that he was told that he was going to leave the castle to go to the chantry, he was so upset that he yanked it off his neck and tossed it across the room, thus breaking it. And yeah, it looks like we found it. Where is it? It's not alphabetized, is it? The silver emblem of Andraste's flame is riddled with cracks. Someone with a lot of patience has carefully glued it back together. Aww. Alright, we already looted all the downstairs.
It is good you resolved this demon business. Now we must either revive the Arl or allow Ban Tegan to take his place.
Word went out to retrieve the Arl's men even more quickly. This battle is but one victory. The battle with the Darkspawn yet remains.
Alright. Alright, so that is all the time I seem to have for today. We managed to save Connor from his demon possession. And now that all that remains is to actually cure the Arl of his strange illness. So yeah, we shall be looking to go to Denerim in the next part to locate the knights who were sent to find this brother Genotivi. With that being said, I've been XFox1, you guys have been great, and I'll see you in the next part. Goodbye, lovelies. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, then hit the like button to let me know, and leave a comment. Feedback is always welcomed here. I also have a couple of ongoing series for your viewing pleasure. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. Oh, and check out my Twitch to see my videos early. It's always good to have you on my channel. I'll see you lovelies in the next video. I'm XFox1. Have an awesome night.